Good morning. I feel like you are feeling the chill. A lot of Canadians are. Before we dive into our winter weather, we're going to check what's trending now on theweathernetwork.com with Shannon Bradbury. For developing stories, when do you feel most vulnerable in the cold? You can weigh in on our Twitter at Weather Network. Is it during extreme cold, heavy snowfall? You can also tell us why if you have another answer. But I think I'm with everyone who's already voted during the extreme cold. Let's go outside, didn't we? You should try it. And a lot of Canadians could try it as well, because look at these conditions this afternoon. We can expect another system coming in from the Pacific, and that's going to get us into some snow, 30 to 50 centimeters inland, and we could also see some of that accumulation towards Vancouver, City Central. But it's really going to be towards the Fraser Valley. And the commute has been tough as well. More on the way, but more in the area coming up. And we might also see some traces throughout Toronto, but it has been really focused with the wind shift. For Quebec, still very chilly. High pressure in place, though. Not a lot of snow on the way. But we are going to see that snow return for Newfoundland. But what you're looking at right now, that's the sea effect in place. Could accumulate 30 to 50 centimeters. We're going to talk about the next one now. Another one moving on in for the Atlantic. And that means that we'll get into some more snow, some more rain, some more gusty conditions. Hopefully you've got your power back on in Newfoundland. This will all be coming up as well as your local forecast. That starts right now. And stay tuned for more trending throughout the hour. So glad to have you here with us. Hopefully you are all bundled up. If you're on the West Coast, you're getting into some rain. We have another system moving on through Wednesday for some snow. For others along the coast, rain. But let's talk about the cold because, wow, a lot of Canadians experiencing this. If you have snow, likely it's here to stay because of these cold temperatures. We're below seasonal across the whole country today. But you can't stop yourself from being cold. You can stop yourself or help stop yourself from catching one. Watch this. Thanks so much, Daksha, and I think I'm going to try out that elderberry trick. Well, we'll take you to Ontario as well because those squalls persist throughout the snow belt. If you are around Amberley to Gravenhurst, you could be getting into that as well as your roads. And it's no different in Newfoundland, especially on the west shores. We are seeing that sea effect. You could get up to 30 to 50 centimeters as this continues to move, especially with those gusty winds. Beware of the blowing snow. Now, it's time to share your weather. Well, when temperatures get this cold, we certainly get some big stories on theweathernetwork.com. We're going to dive into a few of those with Kelly Sonnenberg on Trending Now. I think a favorite part of that whole Trending Now is when they're all just laughing, running back inside. I'm sure the person filming was laughing too, but we're not laughing at these temperatures because they are dangerously cold temperatures. Look at that. Regina feeling like minus 31. Not okay. And we'll take you to Ontario where we are also below seasonal. Everyone today will be below seasonal. Ottawa feeling like minus 29, and that continues to shift to the east. We're seeing very cold temperatures in through Quebec. Actually, we are colder still than the North Pole, and this Arctic air continues to usher its way on in. Well, let's talk about that cold. Do you hate driving in that? Or is there something else that you don't like? Well, you can cue us and let us know on theweathernetwork.com. I think I'm with A as well. But time now for our Long Ranger. In the background, you can still hear the gusty winds. Let's continue on as we see lake effect, and as it moves out to the Atlantic, well, the next one is on the way. Let's talk about Ottawa on Saturday. Seeing some flurries working its way into your forecast, but as you can tell, it's not going to be warming up anytime soon. So I hope your New Year's dress or New Year's outfit has an extra coat paired with it. You're going to need that for Halifax as well. Taking you to the West Long, well, just playing in this snowpack, a lot of animals are going to be out and about with these cold temperatures here to stay. Martin, I love it. Well, I'm sure you're making the most of winter weather in Ottawa because temperatures very cold. As you can tell, those skies are clear. But our developing stories start with it's cold everywhere. Everyone below seasonal. We are also tracking the warnings today as they are in place and systems in the long range. Let's take you to the west to start because we have another disturbance moving its way on in. Pacific front, it's going to bring some snow inland as well as some of that mixing rain towards the coast. But just how much? Because this is Wednesday through Friday that we'll see these accumulations here. 40 to 60 exposed areas of the island. And as we move more inland, 20 to 40, but hey, we mentioned snow too. So snow in the forecast. If you are traveling up to Whistler, you're going to see a fresh snowpack, 30 to 50 centimeters, and inland as well towards Abbotsford as well as the Fraser Valley. But as we move to the east, well, not a lot changing. Cold, and you'll see that in your local forecast wherever you are. The trouble is, because we do have winds in place, the wind chill is also on top of those numbers you are seeing. Still as well in the Atlantic, and let's take a look at some of those this afternoon. Well, New Brunswick anyway, Moncton feeling like -27. St. John's might be one of the hot spots at -6 by this afternoon. We have a poll going on today, and it makes a lot of sense for a lot of us during that winter time. When do you feel most vulnerable? During the cold, during the heavy snowfall? I'm right over the totals here, but right now everyone is pretty much saying the cold is when they feel the most, and I think I would vote that too. But if you have a different idea, you can send it to us on our Twitter. We've also been tracking the snow that continues to be part of our forecast in Ontario throughout our Thursday, as well as throughout today. We are going to be seeing that lake effect. Some areas could even see their highways closed. Highway 21, I'm talking to you. Taking you to Quebec, well, it's pretty much the same story across the country. -19 for Montreal. We have high pressure in place, so it will be very clear. We're only really seeing some disturbances, some snow potential up near the Gaspé. And as we take you out to Newfoundland, that sea effect is playing into our forecast. 30 to 50 centimeters accumulation. This is through Thursday. And the next one is on the way as well. And those gusty winds persist. Heavier snowfall east of Halifax. And throughout your New Year's Eve through Sunday, you're going to be seeing this move its way on in. To the south, it could be getting into rain, that mixing as well for Newfoundland, but snow will be the big story. Now, I'll show you this. Our forecast is still very cold, but here's your local forecast. Canadians from coast to coast to coast below seasonal today, but that doesn't mean you can't have fun. Let's check in with Jacqueline Woodall in Trending Now. You can even see the extra steam rising from the hot tub as they get back in. Well, we're going to take a look at our developing stories. A big one for the West Coast. We have that precipitation moving back in the form of rain and snow, and that's expected throughout Wednesday and Thursday. Listen, and these conditions are the worst to drive in, as well as just starting your car when temperatures are so cold. Frigid air is taking grasp over much of our country and has been moving on in as well. And we are going to be talking through what's happening as well in the Atlantic, squalls, and more snow. But because all the shopping's done, it's now time to make our New Year's resolutions. Can you keep them? Watch this. Well, it is cold outside. We hope you're staying warm. Taking a look at the icons across the country, you can tell we are below seasonal everywhere. From coast to coast to coast, this is your afternoon, and we'll take you to a few other places. Ottawa at -20. Victoria, you could be getting some of that rain. Saskatoon at -25. And there you go. You're seeing that minus all across our great nation here. And we've gotten some really great viewer video throughout the year, and Shannon Bradbury wants to recap that for you now. The big question on everyone's mind, of course, has been when are we going to warm up? Because temperatures below seasonal so far, Ottawa -19. And keeping in mind the wind chill is still there as well, making it feel even cooler. Along the Atlantic provinces, you'll see the temperature rise slightly for St. John's. We're actually going to be getting into the positive sense to enter our new year. But for a lot of us in the east, this Arctic air is still very present. And it's the same story in the prairies as well. We are colder in the prairies than it is in the North Pole. Now, watch this go through, because we're starting here on Friday, and then we'll play it out into the weekend. Calgary still at -24, moving into -22. And keep in mind, you're going to see all of this in your local forecast wherever you are. Not too much of a warm up on the way for a while, unless you're on the extreme west coast, where you do start to see some of that Pacific moisture move on in. Throughout today, we might get some snow for southern Alberta, but high pressure in place for the rest of the prairies, and that zero line continues to sink. Might even see that chill reach the Carolinas and Florida. Coming up is your local forecast.